Excellent. Welcome and thank you for joining me in this space. It is a true honor for me to have the opportunity to share these principles of multi level marketing or network marketing with you. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Rubisel Monterrubio. I'm coming to you from Los Angeles, California, USA, and from here to the rest of the world. Thank you for being with me. Let's get started. Principle number one: no matter what works, what really matters is what gets duplicated. This principle emphasizes that consistency of duplicability is more important than occasional success. A system or process that cannot be easily replicated cannot be relied on to produce consistent results. Moreover, this principle suggests that achieving success does not only depend on setting ambitious goals, but also on having a duplicable system in place to reach those goals. If a system is not easily duplicated, even a person with great goals only achieves what they can duplicate. Therefore, this principle highlights the significance of developing effective systems and processes that can be duplicated easily and consistently to achieve sustainable success and reach goals. Truly, duplication is the key to success, especially when it comes to network marketing. Principle number two: if you inflate lines, they will not be duplicated. You have to build with people and processes. Now, this principle refers to the idea that if someone tries to inflate or exaggerate statistics, numbers, or metrics to make something appear to be working better than it is really, for example, to achieve a rank or one specific range of time, this will not translate into sustainable duplication of success. Instead, to achieve sustainable duplication, it is necessary to build a solid system that involves both people and processes. That is, it is important to have a committed and motivated team that works collaboratively and effectively. And it is also essential to have clear and effective processes that allow objectives to be consistently achieved. If someone tries to inflate statistics without having a solid system of people and processes, the lack of real results will eventually be discovered and credibility will be lost. In contrast, building a solid team and having effective processes will allow for sustainable duplication and long term success. In summary, this principle highlights the importance of focusing on building a solid system instead of trying to inflate results, and show how effective collaboration between people and processes is essential to achieving sustainable duplication of success. Principle number three: the closer you stick to the formula, the stronger your duplication will be. Of course, I'm not referring to the formula of E equals mc squared. The formula referred to in this principle is an effective strategy for achieving significant and sustainable changes. Instead of relying on a small group of people to do a lot of work, the multi level formula suggests empowering a large group of people to perform a few simple and continuous actions. This means that instead of relying on a few individuals to do all the work, a large number of people should be involved and given the necessary tools and resources to perform simple but important tasks consistently. These tasks can be things like recruiting one more person or trying one more product, etc. Simple things. The key to this formula is that although each individual task may seem small when combined, they have a significant impact on achieving a larger goal. Additionally, by involving a large group of people, a sense of community and shared purpose can be created, which in turn increases motivation and commitment to achieving success. In summary, the multi level formula is about empowering a large group of people to perform simple but important tasks consistently, which can have a significant impact on achieving a larger goal. This strategy is based on the idea that the power of collaboration and constant action can be more effective than isolated individual action. Principle number 4: do not do something for someone that they can do for themselves. I cannot stress how important this is. This principle refers to the idea that we should not be doing something for someone that they can do for themselves. Although it may seem like a simple idea, it actually has significant implications. Firstly, this means that we should allow people to become self sufficient and take responsibility for their own actions. If we always do things for them, we prevent them from learning and growing, and we also send the message that we do not trust their ability to do things for themselves. Secondly, this phrase reminds us that we should not assume responsibility for other people's problems. Although it may be tempting to solve someone else's problems, it is often better to allow the person to take charge of their own situation and find a solution themselves. Finally, this phrase also encourages us to set boundaries and be aware of our own resources and time. If we always do things for others, we risk becoming depleted and not having time to take care of our own needs. In summary, this truth reminds us of the importance of allowing people to become self sufficient and take responsibility for their own actions. Setting boundaries and not assuming responsibility for other people's problems. In this way, we can foster independence and personal growth for both ourselves and others. Principle number 5: develop leaders, not followers. Although the original phrase was develop leaders, not babies, which I thought was a bit harsh, but the principle develop leaders, not followers emphasizes the significance of cultivating leadership skills in others rather than treating them as children or followers. This approach leads to two important outcomes. Firstly, it creates a sense of autonomy and responsibility among individuals. By developing leadership skills, people are given the opportunity to take charge of their lives and their work. Instead of being treated as children or dependents, they are encouraged to make their own decisions and take responsibility for their actions. This, in turn, leads to a more motivated and self reliant team, which is better equipped to handle challenges and make decisions independently. Secondly, developing leadership skills fosters a collaborative environment rather than a rigid and authoritarian hierarchy. by encouraging everyone to be a leader in their own right. A sense of teamwork and mutual respect is developed. Individuals are encouraged to share ideas and work together towards common goals, which lead to greater creativity and innovation. In summary, the principle of develop leaders, not followers, emphasizes the importance of cultivating leadership skills in others. By fostering autonomy and responsibility and creating a collaborative environment, we can help people grow and develop as leaders, which leads to greater success for the team as a whole. Principle number 6: study, do, teach everything. This principle of the study, do, teach everything refers to the importance of following a continuous process of learning, implementation, and teaching. The idea behind this principle is that the process of learning, doing, and teaching is a continuous cycle that allows us to improve and grow. Each step in this process is important and reinforces each other. Let's look at each one. Study. The first step is to learn. We must study and acquire knowledge and skills to be able to apply them in your business. Second, do. Once we have acquired knowledge and skill, the next step is to apply them in practice. We must do things and put into practice what we have learned. And finally, teach. This last step is to teach. When we teach others what we have learned, we consolidate and deepen our own knowledge and skills. In summary, the truth of study, do, teach everything reminds us that the process of learning, doing, and teaching is a continuous cycle that allows us to improve and grow every day. By studying, doing, and teaching, we can consolidate and deepen our knowledge and skills and help others to grow and learn as well. Principle number 7: recruiting reliant on third party tools. Recruiting may rely on third party tools to some extent, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. Third party tools such as job websites, social media, recruitment agencies, and advertising services can be very helpful in finding and attracting people. Now, these tools can help spread job opportunities to a wider and more diverse audience, as well as promote your products or services to potential candidates who may not have been identified otherwise. However, it is important to remember that recruitment isn't just about attracting potential candidates, but also building relationships. In this sense, third party tools may be just one part of the recruitment process and selection process. The truth is that you yourself are the greatest tool for recruiting. In summary, while it's true that recruiting may rely on third party tools, these are not the only tools available for attracting and selecting talent. People can use a variety of strategies and tools to recruit and select the right candidates for their specific need. But then again, as I said, you are the best tool for recruiting. Principle number 8: open people, don't close them off. This refers to the importance of fostering inclusion and diversity in any context where we interact with others. By opening up to people, We aim to eliminate any barriers or biases that may exist and welcome the differences and unique perspective that each person brings. On the other hand, the idea of not closing people off refers to avoiding, excluding, or marginalizing certain individuals because you already know them. You don't really know. Okay? In summary, this principle of open people up, don't close them off, invites us to foster inclusion and diversity in our daily relationships and activities, eliminating any barriers or biases that may exist, and valuing and respecting the unique perspective that each person brings. Principle number 9: a leader stays current. A leader who doesn't educate becomes obsolete. This highlights the importance of continuous education to stay updated and relevant as a leader. In a constantly changing world, it is essential for leaders to stay informed on the latest trends and developments in their field of work. Continuous education allows them to acquire new skills, knowledge, and perspectives that help them address current and future challenges successfully. Additionally, continuous learning also helps leaders develop their critical thinking skills and ability to make informed decisions. This enables them to make more effective and accurate decisions in difficult, changing situations. On the other hand, a leader who does not educate themselves runs the risk of falling behind and losing relevance in their field. Lack of updating and knowledge can limit their ability to lead effectively and make informed decisions. In summary, this principle, a leader stays current, a leader who doesn't educate becomes obsolete, reminds us that continuous education is essential to stay updated and relevant as a leader in a constantly changing world. Truth number 10: you receive what you first give, or you reap what you sow. This is a reminder that our actions and attitudes towards others have a direct consequence in our own lives. He highlights the fact that the energy and intention we put out into the world is reflected back to us in some form of another. Being kind, generous, and respectful to others can create a positive environment that invites those same qualities to be returned to us. When we show compassion, understanding, and empathy, we tend to attract similar energy back into our lives. Conversely, when we display negative attitudes such as anger, impatience, and judgment towards others, it is likely that we'll receive negative feedback as well. This principle is important because it underscores the notion that we have control over the energy we put out into the world. It encourages us to be mindful of our thoughts, words, and actions, and to be intentional about the energy we project. By doing so, we can create a more positive and harmonious environment that nurtures and supports us, as well as those around us. Ultimately, this principle reminds us that we have the power to shape our own reality by the attitude and actions we choose to embrace. If we want to create a world filled with love, respect, and kindness, then we must first embody those qualities ourselves and extend them outward to others. In this way, we can create a ripple effect that spreads positivity and goodwill throughout the organization. Principle number 11: better a remote possibility than no possibility at all. A principle, a remote possibility is still better than no possibility at all, emphasizes the importance of maintaining hope and pursuing opportunities even when they may appear difficult or unlikely to achieve. In some situations, we may feel disheartened by a challenging circumstance or a goal that seems unattainable. However, if we abandon our search for opportunities and lose hope, we guarantee that we will not overcome the difficulty or achieve our objective. Thus, this principle serves as a reminder that even if a possibility seems remote or improbable, it is better to persist and maintain hope rather than giving up entirely. Sometimes, even a small chance can be enough to effect significant change or accomplish an important goal. In summary, the truth embodied by a remote possibility is still better than no possibility at all, urges us to sustain our hope and continue to pursue opportunities regardless of how unlikely they may seem. By doing so, we increase our chances of achieving something meaningful and valuable. And finally, principle number 12, develop solid foundations. Depth to create security, and width to create profitability. Let me get through this. This is a very specific uh, truth to a binary compensations plan for the network marketing. The first part of the statement emphasizes the significance of establishing a firm base of individuals who are dedicated to the business and demonstrate ethical and responsible work practices. These individuals are direct referrals or leaders that you personally sponsor who display genuine interest in the products or services provided and are willing to work toward developing their own businesses. Laterality, on the other hand, emphasizes the importance of ensuring that direct referrals or leaders are capable of constructing strong and dependable teams. This requires them to be able to train and motivate their downlines to work with the same level of ethics and commitment as themselves. By creating a robust foundation of both direct and indirect business associates or leaders, a stable and dependable network can be established, which can withstand market changes. Additionally, providing supplementary services such as training for personal growth or business training can and should be considered. In conclusion, the principle of develop solid foundation, depth to generate security, and laterality to generate profitability holds equal relevance in the context of multi-level businesses. The key to maximizing profitability and minimizing risk is this type of business is to establish a strong foundation of direct and indirect business associates and assist them in replicating the process that has been followed. Thank you. To achieve long-term growth and success in a multi-level business, it is essential to remain dedicated, work hard, and uphold ethical practices. By prioritizing the growth and development of your team members, you can create a supportive and collaborative environment that benefits everyone involved in the business. Thank you again for your attention. I hope that the material I have shared with you truly helps you grow in your multi level business. For now, that is all. Once again, my name is Rubisel Monterrubio, coming to you from Los Angeles, California, USA, to the rest of the world. Until next time.